Welcome to Cranbourne Carlisle Primary School. I'm Nikki Walker, the principal of Cranbourne Carlisle Primary School, and today we're going to do a virtual tour of our school. Due to COVID-19 we can't actually do face-to-face tours, but we thought it'd be a good idea to set up a virtual tour so that people can jump on our website and actually have a tour of our school at any time that they like. So this might stay here in the future as well. So our school has 520 students and it's a school that we're all very proud of. We are actually a private-public partnership. So that means that Axiom is a company who's a private company who owns our grounds and our facilities and our buildings, and they're in partnership with the Department of Education. So we're a public state school in all other respects, but we're really lucky to have such amazing state-of-the-art facilities, buildings, grounds, and we have an on-site service assistant who actually looks after all of our buildings. So we're extremely lucky because that means we get to focus on teaching and learning in this beautiful building that you'll get to see through this tour. So we have a very multicultural school that we're very proud of, and I'll talk more about that a little bit later, as will lots of the other people that are on this video. Our school values are really important to us, and you can see them here. So we have curiosity, collaboration, resilience and respect. And we really live those values. So all the teachers talk with their students about those values. The students are all over those values, and it's something that we all come back to all the time. And they're really important things for us as a learning community to hold those values and all work together to learn and all be the best that we can be. So welcome to our school, and we'll take you around and show you some different things around our school. Our school was opened in 2010, so we're 10 years old this year, and we're looking to do some great 10-year celebrations. We do lots of fantastic cultural celebrations, and we'll talk a little bit more about that later too, but this year we're focusing on our 10-year celebration. It might look a little bit differently due to COVID-19, so there might be lots of virtual celebrations, but we'll certainly be celebrating the success of this school and the great things that have been achieved in this school over the last 10 years. This is our office area where you'll come in to do any of your enrolment, or if you need to find out anything about our school. And over here we have our lovely office ladies who are lovely and friendly and here to help you at any time. We have Michelle Street and Nicole Muir. So at our school we have rigorous curriculum, but one of our major focuses is reading. And as you can see here, we have our Fontes and Pinnell wheel, which is a wheel that all teachers in classrooms use. So basically what it is all of the different strategic actions that good readers need to take. So it's a fantastic tool that we use, so that we're really looking at getting engaged readers, students who engage with their reading and really love their reading, think a lot about their reading, but most important of all, we instill a love of reading. So we have a fabulous library, and you can see here this is a little spot in the library where they can come to read novels. We have an amazing amount of books and resources. Nicole, who works in the office, also works in our library. She's over there now, always cataloguing new books. And we're really lucky to have such fabulous resources, and the students love reading the books and coming in and being able to choose from a whole range of books. We also have amazing guided reading sets that we'll show you later in the video that are groups of books that students actually use in the classroom. So they do lots of great work around that and really delving into reading strategies and what good readers do to read and learn from their reading. We also have classroom libraries that are just about to be set up, so every classroom will have its own library where the students actually do independent reading and practice those strategies so that they become better and better readers all the time. We know the importance of reading, and also they have take-home readers that they get to take home and read with you at home as well. So they're very lucky here, and whenever you come in here you see students very happy reading. They love to be in here reading, and pretty much we have really happy students here. We know happy students learn best, so that's what we aim to do, have happy students who are learning to their best potential. Communication is a really important part of our school, and we like to make sure that we're communicating really well with families and making sure that we're keeping you all informed. So we have lots of different ways to communicate with families. One of the ways is through our school website. So you can jump onto our school website, you can see all sorts of things about our school, and there's also blogs that are put up on there. There's a calendar of upcoming events, so that will keep you informed of all the things that are happening and about to happen. We send out letters through family emails. We have Seesaw, which is a fantastic app that all parents can download onto their devices or phones. And on that app you can communicate with your teacher, and the teacher of your child can send home great examples of their learning, photos of their learning and all the different things that they're learning about in their classrooms. We also have a central parent portal. So on that portal you can also find out lots of information. You can also, if your child is absent for the day, you can actually log onto that portal and send a message directly to the school, which is our preferred way if students are absent. We try our best to have translated letters when we can, so anything that's really important to get out there we will try and get translated letters. We also have an interpreter service that we can access interpreters to come to school so they can interpret for any families that require that service. So lots of different ways to communicate. Obviously there's the girls in the office that you can call, but any absences or anything like that we prefer to go through Central, and Seesaw is our daily communication that you can have with your classroom teachers to keep up to date with your child and all their fantastic learning and see what's happening in the classrooms. So this is our OSH room, so this is out of hours school care. That is a service that's provided to all families, so there is care before school and after school. And it's run by two fantastic staff. So the students come here in the morning, they have breakfast here, they get to do lots of great fun activities, and there's a special room that's designated purely for this purpose. It also serves as our performance room. As you can see in the background, we've got some great miming happening. So during the day it's a performance room, but before school it's our before school care, and after school our after school care program. If you're interested, then you can contact the ladies in the office and they will direct you to all the information and how to go about booking in for our out of hours school care service. At CCPS we have a very rich curriculum. So we actually cover lots of different areas, and Mr. Sweeney will be talking about all the different enrichment areas and curriculum areas later in this video. So what we do is we have a personalised curriculum. So that means that we teach each grade level, but we actually do lots of continual assessment of student learning achievement, and from that we then personalise the curriculum. So teachers actually are personalising learning goals for students and personalising curriculum and activities so that students are actually learning at where they are at. So if students need extra support, they're given extra activities and tasks designed to help them in that area. If they're right at level, they're given extra tasks to extend them further, and if they're above level, then they're given tasks to extend them even further and continue that extension. So what we like to call that personalised curriculum, and that means that it's a lot of assessment going on, a lot of different learning tasks, and eventually students take over that control of their learning, and they're part of setting those goals, looking at the curriculum and developing that student agency and voice. So that's a big part of what we do here. So on top of that, we have, so that's what's happening in the classroom, so all students are catered for depending on their needs in the classroom. But on top of that we also have some small groups. So we have those students that are showing really high ability. They have a special small group session or a few sessions each week where they work in a group that's called perspicacity, and they get to read really quite hard texts, and they delve really deep into those texts and really extend their thinking. So creative and critical thinking, their inferential skills, they do a lot of work on really in-depth reading and really thinking deeply about the text. So as well as that, we have students who require some extra support. They haven't quite got there yet, so we have lots of things happening in that space. So teachers, again, will cater for them in the classroom, but on top of that we have ES staff who are actually aides who work with students. They work one-on-one, they work in classrooms, they might sit just outside the classroom, or they might work with small groups. We also have teachers, and this great room here that you can see all these wonderful things here. This is a room that's set up by one of our teaching staff who takes small groups and they work on all different sorts of concepts. So they generally work at the foundation level, so we're looking right back at alphabet and sounds, looking at sentence structure and all those foundation skills that help us read and write better. So that's what we do with all those students that need that extra boost. We also have a speech pathologist who works with our teachers really closely in classrooms, setting up programs and also providing assessments and support as well. So for our PSD students, so students who have a disability, we also have classroom aides, and they're catered for again with that personalised curriculum in the classroom, and then aides to give them that extra support that they need. We also, in amongst all of that, have EAL students, so students who have English as their second language or third language, because they may have lots of different languages. So those students are also given extra support just in that speaking and listening and learning English, because what we find is if we work with them around speaking and listening, the reading and writing often goes hand in hand. So they're also given some extra boost sessions or time in classrooms or in small groups. We have a sub-school structure here, so we have 2 assistant principals. So one of the assistant principals, Anne McDonald, is the Foundation to Grade 2 assistant principal. So the idea of that is that Anne knows her students and families in Foundation to 2 really well, and all the teachers, and she works closely with those people. So then that means that it's really close connections, good relationships, and the better relationship we have with home and school, we know the better students achieve. Mr. Sweeney, he has the grade 3 to 6 sub-school, and that's the same concept there too. So he knows his family, students and teachers really well too, and they all work closely together to make sure that we get the best student outcomes we possibly can. On top of that, we have 2 learning specialists. So they are teachers who have showed exemplary practice in their classroom, and they actually go around and work with teachers in classrooms. They work modelling, they might mentor, they might coach teachers, and basically that's all designed just for us all to continually improve, get better and better practices and better student outcomes for the benefit of everyone. So that's basically our extra support and how we personalise our curriculum.
Hi there, my name's Anne McDonald. I'm one of the 3 assistant principals at Cranbourne Carlisle. My job is to look after all of the parents, teachers and students in the Foundation to Grade 2 area, and I will be your first port of call if you have an issue about your child's wellbeing or their learning. We know that coming to school can be a really exciting time, but sometimes it can be a daunting prospect, not just for your children starting for the very first time, but also for you as parents. Schools can be very big places, and this one is particularly big with 520 children, and there are lots of new places for your children to explore and people to meet. So for that reason, we really have a big focus on making our transition to school to be quite a smooth one. Here at Cranbourne Carlisle, we aim for a smooth transition to school. It's very important that your children feel comfortable at school, and it's for this reason that we try to emulate what kinders do. We place a strong emphasis on learning through play throughout the foundation year. Play provides children with the opportunity to develop important social skills, helps them to develop their oral language skills, and the ability to problem solve and be creative. Play should never be underestimated, as it is a very important tool for learning. To make sure that our foundation children feel very comfortable outside when they come out at recess and lunch times, we have a designated play area for the foundations to grade 2s. So this is our playground, and over here is the designated foundation, prep and 1 oval that they get to play on. Pirate Ship is a much loved favourite place to play for all of the children in the school, and everyone gets to go on the Silky Oak and they love it. Sandpits are another favourite place to play, and this is a junior school sandpit. Great place for the children to come and socialise and build. Probably not so good for you as parents, because you'll probably end up washing half the sandpit through your washing machine. We have a comprehensive transition program which involves visits to and from kinders. And EYE testing is part of this, where we find out what your children's strengths and weaknesses are, and we provide 3 transition sessions to give your children a taste of what school's really like. These sessions are really important in working out our grades for the following year and allowing children to make connections with other students. I would strongly suggest that you bring your children to each of them. They will occur in November, and upon enrolment you'll receive a transition to school document, and this will give you the times and dates of each of these sessions, as well as other important information. On the 18th of November we'll be conducting our information night. This night will give you an insight into what you need to do to make sure that you and your child are organised and ready for the school year in 2021. I'd encourage you again to come along to this night, even if you already have children who are enrolled here and already attend the school. This will give you an updated information on what's happening in the school, and also give you important opportunity to come and ask questions and to meet other parents. So when you decide that Cranbourne Carlisle is the school that you would like your child to attend, it's really important that you schedule an appointment with our office staff to enrol. They will notify you of all the documentation that needs to be brought upon enrolment, and when you attend the appointment, we'll also assist in making sure that you've completed all parts of the enrolment process. Enrolments are now open, so we hope to see you very soon during our transition sessions. Thank you.
Hi everyone, my name's Mick Sweeney, one of the assistant principals here at Cranbourne Carlisle Primary School. My role is to look after the students from grades 3 to 6 and everything involved in their learning here at Cranbourne Carlisle Primary School. Here at Cranbourne Carlisle Primary School, we run an extensive enrichment program that is well resourced, explicitly taught, and provides modern opportunities for students to explore their interests. Some of the areas that we cover are STEM, PE, LOTE, Mandarin, music, art, performing arts, and we run a significant extension program for students that are advanced. Here at Cranbourne Carlisle Primary School, we run overnight experiences for students from 3 to 6. These experiences vary from going on adventure camps throughout Victoria. We link these quite heavily to the Victorian curriculum also. Our Student Leaders program is something that we're very proud of. We run an extensive selection process where the students apply and go through a staged process of interviews and public speaking. Eventually, if they gain the role, they are given different jobs and responsibilities throughout the school to develop their leadership. We also provide them with opportunities to go and see guest speakers, incursions and excursions to develop their leadership skills throughout the year in grade 6.
My name's Kerry Bates. I'm one of the assistant principals and my role in the school is student wellbeing. And there are so many things that Cranbourne Carlisle Primary School does in this area, so I'm going to talk about a few of them. We're a restorative practices school, which basically means that if things go wrong at school, and sometimes they do, there's a fair way of sorting out issues and everybody's voice is heard. We're also a respectful relationships school, which is a government initiative. It's a program right across the school based on developing respect and positive attitudes and behaviours that are supposed to assist children in developing resilience and confidence and really healthy relationships in the future. We're really excited about a new wellbeing space that's going to be opening next term, in term 3 at Cranbourne Carlisle Primary School. And our wellbeing teacher is going to be taking small groups of students in there to work on areas such as anxiety or maybe parent separation. We're very excited about that. And another new program that starts next term is our new African Community Liaison Officer, whose role is focused on our students with African heritage and trying to strengthen the connections between school and home in those particular communities. We do zones of regulation right across the school, trying to get students to independently realise and regulate their how they're feeling at school and at home, and it is incredibly powerful, so you'll hear much more about that. We do things like a breakfast club 2 mornings a week where staff prepare breakfast for any students who need to come, who'd like to come. There are so many things that we do at our school in the area of student wellbeing, and we really hope that you will join us. Thank you.